The dining room is cloaked in shadows, where 5 guests linger, their faces etched with worry. Lana's absence echoes through the room, her coat a silent testament to her sudden departure. The air thickens with unspoken fears, each guest haunted by the events of the previous night. Camille, visibly shaken, cannot tear her gaze from the ominous box, its presence a stark reminder of impending doom. In the quiet dining room, Camille cautiously opens a mysterious box, its contents hinting at a troubled past. Inside, a burnt hard drive rests ominously, alongside a blood-stained non-disclosure agreement. A photograph reveals a younger, resolute Camille standing in a courtroom, a stark reminder of battles fought and sacrifices made. Her hands tremble as she lifts the photograph, the weight of memory heavy in her grasp. With a voice filled with regret, Camille whispers, "I tried to warn them. I tried to tell everyone what was happening, the corruption, but no one listened." Her voice cracks with emotion as she recounts the past, the photograph a painful reminder of her unheard pleas. In the dining room, Camille reveals the NDA, signatures of both herself and Vincent Crane displayed prominently. Camille's voice fills the room as she admits, "I leaked the files. They proved manipulation and fraud." Camille continues, a hint of frustration in her voice. "But the documents disappeared when I went to court." Her gaze hardens, her voice accusatory. "Vincent, you were the only one with access." Vincent sits at the head of the long, ornate table, his expression a study in icy denial. He refuses to meet anyone's gaze, his eyes fixed on some unseen point in the distance. A single bead of sweat betrays the composure, snaking its way down his temple. His voice cuts through the silence, a cold defense. "Camille was a reckless whistleblower. She would have exposed us all." The ornate table stretches before him, a barrier between Vincent and the truth. His denial hangs heavy in the air, a suffocating shroud over the dining room. Camille holds up the burnt hard drive, its ruined casing a testament to destruction. Her expression is stormy, a blend of anger and deep confusion. In the corner, the vintage CRT television flickers to life, casting an eerie glow. Grainy security footage reveals a scene from a law firm, adding to the mystery. Camille's eyes narrow as she focuses on the screen, piecing together the puzzle. She speaks, demanding answers. Why was this found in Vincent's office vault? On a grainy CRT screen, Camille's old cubicle flickers to life, a haunting echo of the past. A shadowy figure appears, their movements betraying a calculated intent as they insert a flash drive into the computer. Data cascades across the screen, each line a step further into the unknown as the figure methodically downloads information. The image freezes, revealing Vincent's face in a haunting half-portrait, the final act of malice complete. In the sun-drenched dining room, Mira's piercing gaze fixes on Vincent across the polished table. Vincent averts his eyes, the clinking of silverware betraying his unease. Mira challenges him directly. "If you were trying to expose the firm, why sabotage Camille?" Vincent retorts, his voice laced with justification. "Camille was reckless. She would have burned us all." Camille's fury erupts as she slams the box shut, sealing away its secrets. Her face hardens into a mask of anger and frustration, a storm brewing within. The bell tolls ominously, each strike amplifying the growing sense of dread. The sound of the bell reverberates, deepening the shadows and heightening the tension. The air thickens with unspoken fears as the tolling bell becomes a relentless reminder of impending doom. The opulent dining room glows under the soft light of the chandelier, casting a warm ambiance over the long mahogany table. Without warning, the chandelier explodes, showering the room with glittering shards of glass. The lights flicker ominously, casting dancing shadows that heighten the growing dread. Darkness descends, swallowing the room whole as the lights die completely. A cacophony of terrified screams shatters the silence, echoing wildly in the disorienting darkness. Panic grips the room as the guests grapple with the sudden chaos and overwhelming fear. The dining room plunges into darkness, then flickers back to life, revealing the unsettling truth. Lana's coat has vanished, an eerie void where it once hung. Her chair stands empty. The remaining guests stare in disbelief, their faces pale in the flickering candlelight. The dining room is eerily set, a silent testament to an unseen absence. Where Lana should sit, a single red rose lies, its edges charred, as if consumed by an inner fire. The rose's unnatural decay captures the eye, a stark symbol of beauty, twisted by an unknown force. The unsettling detail lingers in view, hinting at a deeper, more sinister narrative. In the dining room, an ominous tableau unfolds. A stark white envelope lies beside a blackened rose, its petals brittle and crumbling. The envelope bears a chilling message. To the preacher. The camera lingers on the ominous message, emphasizing its unsettling presence. The scene emphasizes the unsettling contrast between purity and decay, innocence and malice, hope and despair. In the tense dining room, Malachi's hand hovers hesitantly over the envelope, a storm of fear and resignation brewing within him. Each guest watches with bated breath, their faces masks of anxiety, as Malachi steels himself for the unknown. His fingers brush against the paper. A silent promise hangs in the air as he prepares to confront his fate. The room is thick with anticipation, as Malachi's hand trembles, the weight of the moment heavy on his shoulders. With a deep breath, Malachi closes his eyes, bracing himself before finally seizing the envelope. The courtroom flashback begins, a swift, fragmented memory. Camille stands resolute at the witness stand, her presence unwavering. Julian sits at the defendant's table, his expression an enigma. Her voice echoes through the courtroom. "I saw him do it. I'm certain of it." The weight of her words hangs heavy in the air, sealing Julian's fate. A fractured image, a moment frozen in time, condemning Julian in the eyes of the law. Amidst the night, Camille frantically navigates her ransacked office, the remnants of chaos painting a portrait of desperation. Her desk, a battlefield of overturned files and spilled water, tells a silent story of violation and urgency. Each soaked page she lifts is a fragment of her professional life, now dissolving under the weight of the unknown. The disarray around her mirrors the turmoil within, as Camille desperately seeks a lifeline in the wreckage. The stark reality of her violated space sinks in, turning the once familiar office into a haunting landscape of loss. In this sea of disarray, Camille is an island of resolve, her determination flickering against the encroaching darkness. In the dining room, Malachi's hand trembles above the envelope, a storm of doubt brewing within. He pauses, the weight of potential chaos pressing down on him. A moment of stark hesitation. His expression reflects the inner turmoil. The envelope remains unopened, a silent harbinger of what could be.